afternoon, everyone. I wanted to come on here today and show you what I plan on eating today. For dinner, I'm going to make a tortilla soup. I was going to show you everything I was going to eat today, but for breakfast, I really only had my warm tea with my collagen in it, and for lunch I had a protein shake. So that's really all I had so far. I had a few pretzels. So my next meal, which will be my dinner, I'm gonna make a tortilla soup. So I thought I'd walk you through what I do. I'm really trying to start off the week good and eat out less, just eat more from home. I really wanna meet my goal. I lost 30 pounds about over 2 years ago on the starch solution. I really enjoyed it when I was doing it. It worked great, but you know, like anything else, you stop doing the plan, you get off track, and I haven't really gained any weight back. I pretty much have stayed the same. I've maintained for a while, but I still never made it to my goal, which is about another 15 pounds. So this year, I wanna focus on trying to make that goal, make better choices, not only for weight loss, for my health. I work out a lot now, so I kind of want to change things up. I want to eat more whole food plant-based. I'm not vegan. I know you see a lot of vegan-ish meals on here, but I do eat a lot of vegan meals. But I'm trying to do more plant-based, but I'm not 100%. And I don't know where this is going, if one day that changes, but as for right now, my goal is to eat as much plant-based foods as I can. So that is what I plan on doing. I like to give time frames. So I'm gonna give myself about 3 months, just do it slowly, see if I can, really create habits and really make this more of a lifestyle and not go so much in and out the way I've been. Like I said, I've learned how to eat to maintain my weight. After doing the starch solution, I never completely went back to my previous way of eating. So I just want to get to my original goal, just to finally get there, and fitness-wise, and just to lose that last hard 10 to 15 pounds. But we'll see. So I'm starting, and I'll be showing you a lot of my plant-based meals. It's not going to be perfect. Not every meal is going to be perfect, but I'm going to get as much nutrition in me as possible. So I'm going to show you this recipe. For this recipe, I will be using my Instant Pot. You don't need an Instant Pot. You can do this in any pressure cooker, in a slow cooker, on the stove. The Instant Pot's just fast. That's why I like it. So this is what's gonna go in it. I have here some carrots, some potatoes, onions, garlic, and these are 2 tortillas, corn tortillas, cut up. You can omit this if you don't want the extra carbs. I like it. I am going to also be using black beans, fire roasted corn. This is the first time I ever saw this at the supermarket. I usually buy the frozen from Trader Joe's, but I was glad to see that. A can of tomato sauce, and then a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, and a bunch of spices. So everything's a tablespoon except for the cayenne. The cayenne, it's to taste. So a tablespoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of onion powder. I did about a half a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of garlic, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of it. And then you can use some veggie broth. I usually do half veggie broth, half water. And that is basically everything that's gonna go in here. So I have everything pre-measured out. So what I'm gonna do is start to saute my onions and my garlic in my Instant Pot. I'm just sauteing my onions just so they cook down a little. gonna do this first. So this is a very easy recipe. You just saute your onions and garlic, and then pretty much after that, it's dump and go. And it's only cooked for about 10 minutes in the Instant Pot. Well, it's a little longer than 10 minutes because it takes time for the pot to come to pressure. I'm just gonna continue to saute this. Now I'm pretty much gonna just dump everything in. I'm gonna put my whole can of beans. These are low sodium. You can drain and rinse them if you want. I'll do a can of the corn. The roasted, and sometimes I'll put a can of Rotel in here for gives it a nice kick. I just didn't have it today. A can of tomato sauce, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw in all my spices that I pre-measured. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this all up. Now I'm gonna throw in the carrots and the potatoes. I go and I added some water. Now I'm gonna put the rest of my veggie broth in there and give it a good mix. Now at this point, you decide if you just wanna put regular salt or if you wanna use a seasoned salt. I'm going to use a little bit of this seasoned salt. Or if you don't want to put any salt, it's whatever you like. Okay. And now I'm going to put in the tortillas that I had cut up. And the reason why I put this in, it helps thicken this soup a little. I like my tortilla soup a little thicker, and it really just dissolves in the soup. And I only use 2. And I kind of like the flavor the tortilla gives. And that is pretty much everything. So what I'll do is I will set this for 6 minutes. I'm actually gonna do 10. I'm gonna set it for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna let it naturally release the steam. I'll taste it and adjust the seasonings. So I will show you when this is done. Here it is. It is all done. Potatoes and the carrots are soft. I did taste it, and the only thing it needed was a little bit of cayenne pepper, and I put a little bit of black pepper, but everything else tastes great. It's great. It took about, I set it for 10 minutes, and then I let it do a slow release for another 10 minutes. Which I could have stopped it. It was perfectly cooked at 10. I just let it release slowly. So it'll take about 20 to 30 minutes in the Instant Pot. On the stove, maybe a little longer, but it turned out great. And this is what I'm gonna have for dinner. And this is this is kind of my meal prep. So I'm gonna have it for dinner tonight, and I may have it either for lunch or dinner again. So I'll have this for a few days. That's why I like the soup, because you're able to make it and stick it in the fridge, and you have something that you know is good for you ready to go. So I will have this for quite a few days for either lunch or dinner. You can top this with some cilantro. I don't have any, but I do like to do that, or some vegan cheese. I will not be doing that because I'm trying to keep the fats lower. I eat more of a high carb, low fat diet coming from the start. Salad, so make sure I get my greens in. You can also throw spinach in here, that would be great also, but I'm gonna have a spinach salad with some romaine as well. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like me to do any more recipes, any suggestions, just comment below, like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.